Almost the first thing people say every time they come in is, wow, this still feels like a home. I wish I could live here. And we always say, working here is the next best thing.
The other thing museum staffers like to say is how it seems like the people who lived at Hiwan are somehow still here. Not in a ghostly way, but in a good way. And that includes my grandfather, Eric Douglas. That's him as a little boy.
He was a violinist. The family was very artistically inclined, musically, painting, all kinds of artistic aspects.
As he grew into manhood, Eric's interest in art blossomed, especially the art of the ancients. Here, hundreds of miles away from the homestead, Eric spent countless hours studying the art of Native Americans under the guidance of his father, Canon Douglas.
He spent a lot of time with the Indians. He traveled to the Four Corners area quite frequently. He was an agent for the Fred Harvey Company. That really promoted Indian artifacts as art, as opposed to just being a bowl.
Eric saw that as art and eventually started the Denver Art Museum and was the curator of the Denver Art Museum Indian Department.
His love for Native American art and culture is on view in just about every room. And when he married his wife Frida, they made sure to pass that love on to their 3 children, Dave, Eve, and her twin sister Polly. Polly was my mom. Eve, Dave, and Polly spent a lot of time here in these woods behind the Hiwan homestead. They also spent a lot of time listening to stories from a friend, Red Robin. He was a Native American who lived nearby, and he would tell the kids stories, including one that my aunt remembered for an oral history she recorded for the museum.
The biggest lesson I learned was sitting with Red Robin by that creek. It wasn't that deep. And he hunched down, and then he messed it all up, and we sat, and we sat, and we sat. And this is a lesson in life. And life can be this way. You can't see anything. And pretty soon it cleared up. Little by little, and the fish swam in the clear water. And life comes back if you let the spirit come in and out.
The teachings continue to this day at Hiwan as kids learn how to make pioneer journey cake.
They would take it on the road with them.
Or what it was like to spin your own clothes.
See how the yarn gets made?
Or how some of the best art in America came from the first Americans. I'm proud Hiwan was once my family's home, and prouder still that this wonderful, magical place in the woods and evergreen now belongs to you, too.
People had been happy in this home, and I think it reflects even today that it's still a happy place.